What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? It's your boy Loudcorp here, and today we're back again with another awesome video. This time we're switching it up. We're doing something totally different, kind of, changing the way we run things on the channel. I'm not going to do tons of review videos, but Halo is a huge deal to me. Huge deal. It's my favorite game series, absolutely. The storyline is so motivational, every single one of the games. It's more than just a video game to me. I listen to the music train all my teenage years up until I played university football, all throughout university football. Before all my, if I had jiu-jitsu competitions or anything, I'd be sitting on the bus listening to Halo. I'd be listening to Johnny Cash, but mainly Halo. And man, I love this series. I love this series so much. It is my favorite series, like ever, more so than any movie series, more so than any book franchise. I truly, I mean, there are books for Halo, but I truly love this series. So when I woke up this morning and saw that there was a new trailer that's number 4 here on trending with 38,000 likes to 6,400 thousand views, which is pretty crazy. Like 640,000 views, which is that's pretty wild, and I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to see what this has to go. So, like, see what happens in this trailer. So, why don't we watch it together, blind, for the first time? And I'll try not to pause it too much, but I just want to give my opinion. And yeah, all right, let's watch this.
Chris Matthews, take one. Mark.
This is Casey Wu, take one. Mark.
I was told that I can just be my authentic self, Chris.
For 6 years, I don't want to be in front of a camera.
There's so much to do and so much fun to be had when you play Halo that I feel like I never run out of things to do.
I love intricate stories that
Chief of
lots
Staff.
of different worlds, have lots of different meaningful characters.
What made Halo successful?
So I just have to say this right away. I pray to God that this isn't some DEI game. Like, I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone. Not really. I mean, everyone's validated to their own opinion. Just as some people want tons of diversity in games, other people don't. I'm one of the people that don't. I truly love Halo the way it is, and I think it should be a very masculine, adrenaline-filled game that you're fighting for the survival of the human race, and it's about Master Chief, man. It's about the Spartans. It's about the lore of that, all that stuff. So hopefully, I pray to God they have a pretty good staff here that really care about the game and don't put their own agenda into the games like we see nowadays with Concord and Dustborn and all these different things. So why don't we keep going here? I just have to say that.
At the beginning, what is the legacy of Halo and what's the soul that we want to bring forward and what's the craft of making Halo games and how do we set our studio at best to go deliver on that?
We knew we had to make a change in order to take us into the future.
When I first heard about Halo moving to Unreal Engine, my first thought was this is going to be a really hard secret to keep.
I think fans are going to be excited about the future of Halo because of the possibilities that are afforded us by using Unreal.
Before, we really had to split our focus in thinking about building an engine, supporting it, being really kind of a tech company and a studio at the same time.
Okay, that's not, I don't think, entirely true. I mean, obviously, people were really worried about producing, a high quality game. For those that don't remember, Halo was an amazing game. When Halo 1 came out, it was innovation, absolute innovation in the realm of graphics and gameplay. Pardon me. Still a little bit sick. But yeah, no, it's I don't think Halo's main struggles were that they were a tech company. Over the years, the main struggles was how the storyline changed and digressed from the original emotional content that was in the games. As a consumer of the games, that's what I believe. I think the tech was fine. I think the games always played fine. There was never really issues with heavy duty glitches or you fall through the floor in a campaign mission or anything like that. Maybe that was a real problem for them. That's something they had to focus on. But I'm not sure why they're talking about that in the first minute. Maybe it's because they're trying to contrast it to the Unreal Engine, saying that now that's not something they have to do anymore, which makes sense. But still, at the same time, you're running a game studio, so you will have to do a lot of tech work on the Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine does not come pre-made to fit this new game, right? So you have to change everything and make it adapted to the storyline and the consensus that you want to show to your fans. So let's continue.
Since we've made the change to shift to UE, we can bring Halo forward in ways that people have never seen before while still being true to what Halo is.
The Foundry project was an effort
I
to
like
show
how they're playing
ourselves
Green
how
Light
far
from
we
Halo
can push
5 Guardians.
things using Unreal 5.
Our new studio art director, Chris,
That's what the
came
song's
to
called.
me and said, hey, I have this crazy idea.
He said, hey, there's this thing called Project Foundry that I want to do. Let's make it
Ah,
Foundry specifically
okay.
is based around the same concept of the Foundry in Halo lore.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the place where Halo rings are born.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this looks beautiful.
It's not a game, it's a research project for our studio so we can prepare ourselves for the next steps of making Halo games.
So I'll just say right now, like this looks really, really, really nice. But I don't think it looks any drastically different than any other Unreal Engine game demo that we're seeing here today in today's world. You know, there's people doing Unreal Engine demos of stuff they've completely made up, like stuff, games that were based on TV shows and all these things. That it looks very similar to this. I don't think this is anything to, you know, hit home about. You guys can see the rock faces here. I wonder if I could zoom in a little bit. No, I can't on my laptop currently, but this looks just like Halo Infinite. This looks like Halo Infinite. And I know this is going to be grapple. You're going to be able to grapple. Let's pray to God that it has the same system as Halo Infinite. If they want to take that and run with it and improve on it, sure, that's going to be great if they want to do this open world thing. But they need to have linear missions, and they need to fill. If they're going to do open world, they need to take a page out of Bethesda's book and have a proper open world game for Halo. You know, maybe you go rescue some soldiers that are at some outpost, and then they're able to join your faction or whatever, and you have like a main fire base, and that could be rated. Like if they take stuff from Halo Wars, like if they want to run these open world games, they could take some of the concepts from Halo Wars, maybe have a fire base, have these supply things and whatever, all these things. They could be rated, different things like that. I think that'd be really, really cool. But one thing I hope they don't take away from is the core action linear story of Halo. Like that is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, the emotional content that runs in this game is what sells it. That's why people are coming back 20 years in the future, right? But it does look gorgeous. Look at that. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Holy fuck, finally. Someone pulled their head out of their ass. They looked at any YouTube comment, any social media tag, anything, and realized we need more flood. We need more flood. Look at that. So this is really cool. You guys can see. Why don't we go back here? We see a pillar. My brain is blanking. I have COVID right now. I'm kind of dumb. But like we see one of these Covenant or Forerunner structures, and now, not 10 seconds later, we see one completely covered by what seems to be a key mine or something, a planet-wide flood infestation. Look at this, man. Look at the detail, the stink in the air, the destruction in the background. Wow. Beautiful.
The original Halo franchise was a graphics showcase.
Yeah, it was. This is what I meant earlier.
When it first was released, and that's what Halo needs to be again.
So it looks like they're modeling a lot of their stuff off of Halo 1, which looks great. I like that. It is a little bit shiny. I think Master Chief's visor is a little bit shiny. I don't know where this fits in the timeline. I'm not sure where this game's going to fit in the timeline. Maybe it's going to be a complete rework. But it could be, if it's a complete rework, maybe that makes sense. His visor's not so broken up. It's not so dull. Yeah, I don't know. It looks good. I think it looks good. This is obviously just like a still animation.
So once Project Foundry had been approved, we took the entire creative team and we ideated on 3 locations, something old, something new, and something really alien.
We had the Pacific Northwest, which is sort of traditional
Beautiful
Halo biome.
We were trying to shove as much foliage in there as humanly possible to make it really feel like...
Yeah, so when I see this, I just see Halo Infinite. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone else sees this, but it just truly does look like Halo Infinite. The only difference here is maybe the details and the shading. The shading looks very good. I think it's going to run very well. Unreal Engine is something that they needed for this open world type game.
Humanly possible to make it really feel like you're on a hike in the, Cascades.
The Cold Lands, which was the second biome that we took on, it was more of a technical showcase where we could play with shaders, we could play with deformable landscapes and terrains. Unreal affords us more opportunity than we've ever had in the past.
Yeah, the cutscenes and everything are going to be beautiful.
All like snow, but how many layers of
So how big is this? What are we going to see some Starfield
many...
action here? I'm kind of worried. So it looks like this is the whole map. This is going to be the entire map, this massive wraparound. And doesn't seem to be anything in here. Doesn't seem to be, it's nothing but just open space, which is concerning. Maybe they don't want to do much yet, but what are the problems with if they're going to do these biomes? They're going to have 3 biomes. Well, now how do we keep the sense of mystery? How do we keep the sense of entanglement in the story, this linear story, if these biomes are open for exploration and they're dry? If they're dry and they're not, say, you can't, like Destiny 1 did it really well. Say if there was some cave here, say this is a cave or something, and you want to go explore it and you're on mission 2, the enemies are going to be substantially harder than you're going to be able to handle at that time, and so it will deter you from looking for that, and it will keep you locked into the linear-based story while delivering these elements of open world until you can come back and get that done. So maybe they'll do something like that.
Just look all like snow, but how many layers of things?
The Banshee looks good
to really give that winter look.
And then our third biome was the Blightlands.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Any land that's been completely taken over by the flood.
So look at the oil and filth and fat and all this bioflesh material that's built up. Beautiful. Well done. And this is something I didn't think I was going to catch up on. I didn't notice this. I was too distracted here. This looks to be some sort of tentacle. And I do think there will be a key mind here, or at least a very, very advanced grave mind.
I wanted to give our team the opportunity to really express an alien world, a really alien world.
Oh my God, look at this.
They may have actually done in previous.
Look at the
Halo
breathing.
Games.
What's impressed me about watching the Halo team work in Unreal is how beautiful everything looks, how incredible the environments look.
Well, that's good,
I don't think
but
we've seen anything quite like it in
we
Unreal
need
Engine
story.
Before.
Fortunately,
emotional
we have
content.
A studio that's really passionate about Halo, about the look and the feel, and I think there's a lot of hunger to really collaborate, to move forward together.
Foundry was an initiative that touched on every part of the creative process, everything from concept art, VFX, characters, vehicles, and weapons to make the future games of Halo.
Creating an asset, taking this design, now we can really dig into material foundations.
It's going to be beautiful.
What is it actually made of? How is it physically accurate to the world? Now we get to take all the wonderful
Oh my God, look at the
have,
animation here. Wow.
Legacy.
Wow, that is gorgeous. That's going to be gorgeous.
We have, bring them to life and bring them to today's standards.
We are really excited to be not just working on multiple projects, but also expanding our studio.
As a lifelong Halo player, I think the game's only going to get better when we get
Good.
those new, unique perspectives and people bringing
lifelong
their
Halo player, thank
and,
God.
Passion for the Halo franchise.
No, hold on. What did he just say there?
Unique perspectives and
unique
people bringing
perspectives.
Their expertise and.
See, this is what we don't need. We don't need unique perspectives. What we need is we need to cement ourselves in the emotional content that has been the Halo lore, the Halo franchise so far, and we need to continue delivering that package every year or every 2 years or so in the form of linear campaigns and correct multiplayer and firefight modes and different things, third-party modes and Forge and all these things that Halo cemented in the original start of their career and what made them famous and what separated them from everyone else. If you guys want to be unique, you're going to have something like Halo Infinite happen again, where it was a unique game for the franchise. However, once the game was completed, there wasn't much replay value, and so the numbers fell off and people didn't really enjoy it. I loved the game the first 2 times through. Third time through, really felt like nothing was too special. The music wasn't too upbeat, wasn't too insane, didn't get my adrenaline pumping like Halo 3, 2, or 1 did. The flood wasn't there. There wasn't really diverse enemies. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm interested. The one thing which is great is that there is a good split here. There is the basic biome, the winter biome, and the flood biome. So there will be a diverse set of enemies. We know that. So maybe people can bring a unique viewpoint towards the good parts of the game and not just random shit. Like, we don't need new skins and stuff. We need proper fan catering to what we all truly love about this game. So here, we'll keep going.
Passion for the Halo franchise.
We are looking for new talent as the projects that we're working on kind of get further and further into their development cycles.
And it is great to be part of a team that's growing because you can kind of see that force
Lead game
multiplied as
designer.
people
Okay,
come
good.
in and take on challenges, and you can do more.
Imagine a place where you have the commitment that this is what we want to do, Halo games, and create those experiences.
Good.
And you can express your talent, your creativity, and your professional ambitions in that place.
VP and studio head.
We're looking for artists. We're looking for engineers.
It feels like a new beginning for the studio in a lot of ways.
I'm sorry, guys, but this is DEI hire. I'm sorry, it is. You can't fool me here. Like, you just can't.
Looking for engineers.
It feels like a new beginning for the studio in a lot of ways, and I think that's pretty rare.
And I think we arrived now at a point where you see the beginnings of people to start to believe in the process.
So he works hard. You can tell this guy works hard. Look at the bags under his eyes. The finish the fight shirt. Has wear on the shirt. The shirt has wear. He actually wears this t-shirt. He's worn this t-shirt for many days. You can tell it's not a brand new shirt. Unless this is the graphic design. But I make clothing, so I can tell. I mean, if this is a sublimation print, then this is from folds over time. Unless this is how they wanted to make it look, and they wanted to have him wear this shirt strategically. Same with his hat. That is not part of the leather right there. That's from some sort of water stain or being washed or deteriorated over time. You can tell because it's picking up at the bottom too. This is stuff that I'm recognizing as a clothing designer. For those that don't know, I have Loud Clothing, which is I guess this channel is connected to the Loud brand. So take a look at my clothes online.
Of people to start to believe in the process.
There's so much momentum that we have right now, and focus and clarity on not just what we're building, but why we're building, and kind of this next phase of Halo.
She's not convincing me. She's not convincing me. You guys want to know why she's not convincing me? Look at her eyes, and when she's stained the points that have lots of value,
Focus
she looks
and
away.
clarity on not just
Looks
what
away.
we're
Focus
building,
and clarity.
but
Looks
why
away.
we're building,
Why we're
and
building.
kind
Looks
of
up.
This next phase of
This
Halo.
next phase. That's just regurgitated or fucking regurgitated bullshit. All the points that she was talking about here that had value, she looked away.
Focus and clarity on not just
Focus,
what
clarity
we're
looked
building,
away.
but why we're building.
Why we're
and
building looked
kind of this
away.
next
So they don't know their focus and clarity, and they don't know why they're building this game. So they're building this game because they need to pay back to the fans, and they need to try to rope together some sort of cattle herd here that enjoy the Halo games, and hopefully this is their this is their last chance, right? So hopefully they deliver on it. But she wasn't confident in what she was saying here, and I know that as a career in security. I can tell when people are lying. I can tell there's different things. There's just different little hints, and she wasn't confident in what she was speaking about here, which is concerning.
The worlds that we're building, the stories that we're going after.
Look at the difference.
Halo right now.
Look at the difference. Look at the difference.
The worlds that we're building, the stories that we're going after.
She is absolutely committed to what she was saying. The worlds that they're building, the stories they're going after. She knew. She looked directly into the camera, and she's using some sort of behavioral expression with her hands and her arms. She's leaning forward. She's truly engaged in what she's talking about because she is confident that she knows. It's almost like you're studying for a test, right? If you don't study for the test and someone asks you a question about, say you're studying for a science test and they ask you a question about physics and you're studying for that test and you don't know because you haven't studied, you're going to make up some bullshit and look around the room and try to explain it the best you can and beat around the bush. However, if you studied, you could directly look the person in the eye and you could say it as a 5-second sentence. You could explain it very simply.
The potential at Halo right now is
Beautiful.
huge.
See, they're really focused. They're really focused on the little things. Like they're really focused on the graphic detail here, on Chief's armor. But I'm interested more so about the story and gameplay.
Halo Infinite,
because that's what made it special.
Remnants of how we made Halo games in the past. That was our recipe, and what we are doing right now, we're changing that recipe.
So that's just an animation. That wasn't even real time. So is that it? Do you have nothing left here? Seems that's it. Halo Studios, so it's a brand new studio. That's awesome. So I love that. I think this is great. You know, it's a step in the right direction. I really appreciate that they're doing this for the community. You know, people really, really enjoy this game. They enjoy this franchise. If we can, why don't we take a look at some of these comments here? Halo was never just a graphic showcase, passion project, motivated by desire, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. The new name suits you, but it cannot hide the mark. Nothing ever... Yeah, true. Can Halo be M-rated again, please? Yes. Includes a full campaign with split screen, different biomes, etc. Full multiplayer. Yeah, a full game. You know, a full game. Going back to the roots, we've heard that before. Yeah, so there's definitely some concerns. But you know what? All in all, that was an amazing game. That was an amazing game demo. Like, you know, this isn't even a game demo. This is just a graphic showcase. This is a graphic showcase saying, hey, we're here and we're working on this. So I think this is the best part. This is the best part of it all. We know for sure the Flood is coming back. I think that's amazing. Man, that's awesome. All right, so that's been my review, and I'm going to leave a like on this. I definitely enjoyed this video. I don't think it's deserves a dislike. I think this is a step in the right direction. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and stay loud. See ya. Bye.